Hi Aquarius, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my twin flames. Today we're going to ask Spirit what is going on in this connection. What is this journey that these twin flames are on? Anything Spirit wants to share with me about this, where we are headed or what their feelings are. So welcome everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Welcome back to my Aquarius. So grateful for your love and support always. Spirit, if you could please share with me for my Aquarius, this twin flame journey that they're on. What do you have for them today? What is important for them to know? I am listening for you now. Thinking of you, can't get you out of my mind. Fireworks, loving, passionate, intimacy. Okay, I can't stop thinking about you. Twin flames are very passionate. They are very, very connected physically. Off the hook, ignoring you on purpose. So maybe they have been pulling back. Maybe we went from being fireworks to somebody pulling back. And soulmates, a soul contract, a divine union, which it is a soul contract, twin flames. So twin flames, unfortunately, do have a tendency to pull back, cold shoulders. I do have bottom of the deck, apologies, forgiveness, making amends, asking for forgiveness. So maybe if they have been, giving you the cold shoulder, or they have been distant lately, maybe we have some apologies going. Or for coming forth. So let's see what the cards are saying. Now, these cards are very, very large, so I have to shuffle them over here on the side so that I don't drop them and they go flying because they're just oversized. Let's see what the cards are saying. I have a Guide of Wands. Look at the path. Okay. I have a fairy godmother. That is my high priestess. Okay, that is my high priestess, the fairy godmother. And I have a 9 of crystals. Beautiful. The sense of contentment, the sense of, you can see they're sitting in front of a fireplace at Christmas time. Content. I believe you're going to be together. I do. I feel like this twin flame journey is, this person's going to like the beat of their own drum. They have their own path, but you know what? Maybe you're here. You're here on this journey, and there's dancing along the way. There's music along the way. There's fun along the way. But your person has a destination in mind of where they want to land. And maybe that's something that they have been thinking about, planning for. They know what they want for their future. And now you're on the path with them. So maybe we're trying to, decide, how do we combine these two worlds together? But a little bit of, they like to do their own thing. They kind of make their own music, they're passionate about you and they're excited about this journey. And you can see that they're kind of, I don't want to say selfish, because I think they really want you in their life. I do. I feel like they're very content with you, but they like to do things their own way. Could be stubbornness, could be their ego coming into play, but maybe they're just learning to share their life and their energy with another person. Let's see what the cards are saying. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. Maybe there's something on their path that they just have to do for themselves. They can't have anybody else do it for them. They've got to make some changes or some decisions on their own. I've watched you change and grow so much. I'm trying to release my attachment to identity so I can change too. So maybe they want to be more like you. Maybe you're more in control of a certain area of your life, or you've grown spiritually, you've grown emotionally, you have a better sense of healthy relationships, and maybe they're learning from you. Union is an energy, not a physical construct. Even when we aren't together, I feel our union. So even if they do pull away, they still feel connected to you. So maybe they just do it because they're trying to get through something right now. My heart is with another right now. I have to finish this karmic contract in order to be free. So there could be some unfinished business. There could be, I haven't resolved some issues with somebody from my past, and maybe they weren't expecting to meet you. Let's get this guy. Because of you, I'm starting to see what is really important in life. You're opening up their eyes. Maybe you're showing them what their past wasn't really who they are today, or that you're more in alignment with them. You're meant to be with them. I don't know if I necessarily feel like it's a third party situation, like that you're the other person. I don't think I feel that way. I feel like they weren't expecting to meet you when they did. I always felt I had a higher calling in life, and our connection brings me more clarity on it. They're starting to see who they are, what their purpose is, who they're supposed to be with. And maybe they need to cut some ties with some people, or they need to put boundaries around somebody from their past. Could be somebody like the mother of a child, or a past relationship. Could even be family ties, something like that. Our mission is to be unconditional love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. So I want unconditional love. I want to give you everything that you deserve. I want to be there for you. Maybe I have some unfinished business. Maybe I have some things that I'm working through. I've got this journey that I'm on, and I don't know. I just feel like I've got to do it my way. But I don't know if that's interfering with this connection or not. But sometimes everybody has their own journey, and then we have a journey together. So we have to find a happy kind of medium of letting somebody have their own space, their own journey, make their own decisions, right or wrong. I can't see myself with anybody else but you. So they could have some strings attached to something from their past. They have some obligations or some circumstances. But right now, as of today, they only want to be with you. I must confess that I am in love with you. So if they haven't told you already, they're falling in love with you. They are in love with you. I often wonder to myself if it's too late. A little bit of it, is it too late for me to have it all? Am I too, I don't think you're too old, but am I going to have everything? Am I going to have that happily ever after? Am I going to have the family that I always dreamed of, the home that I always dreamed of? Yes. Words can't express how much I care for you. So I'm going to say, just give this person the chance. I've waited a lifetime for you. Give this person a chance to get through whatever they think that they have to go through, because it's obvious that they are in love with you. Okay. It's obvious that they want to be with you. And if they've been pulling back a little bit recently, or acting a little bit differently, it's probably just because they're trying to just solve some things in their own head. And sometimes people just need that little extra space and time to do that. A romance. Look at you. You're intertwined. We're one. So they do feel, really connected to you, intertwined with you. That came into me as like making magic with the stars and the hands and the clapping. and the sense of I want to move forward. I want to move on, either move on from a situation. Maybe there's been something that has come up, in conversations, or maybe we keep having something that keeps reoccurring that is said, like, I don't want you talking to this person, or why is that person still reaching out to you? Or maybe there's something that's been going on. And Spirit's saying just set boundaries, set healthy boundaries that they can live with. That, if something is upsetting to you and we can't move on from it, then we have to have, some kind of boundaries. Like, when you do this, it hurts. And they have to agree to it. They have to accept it. It's got to be that, you can't have it every which way, right? So I do feel like we're working on that. We're working on some of those things. Twin flames are intense. They're beautiful. It's a beautiful, loving connection, but it is a little bit more work than conventional relationships, because you're so much alike and the passion is so great, but it's worth it. I have the Magician. I have an Ace of Cups. I have a Temperance. And I have an Eight of Swords. Yeah, I don't want anything to hold us back. If there's something that was holding us back. So it is the sense of, I want you to be able to be yourself with me. I want you to be free. I want you to be, I want you to feel loved. I'll do whatever I can to make you feel that way. I want to show you the best side of me, because I feel like lately maybe you've been seeing some of the worst side of them. And it is a mirror effect. It is that, they bring out the worst in you sometimes. And you're like, I wouldn't have talked to anybody else the way I talk to my twin. I wouldn't get as angry with anybody else as I do with my twin. So it is the sense of, I want to bring back peace. I want to bring back the love. I want to be nurturing and loving to you. I want to end something, and something that's been going round and round with this connection. And I want to bring back this feeling of, I am truly really happy when I'm with you. Okay. So whatever you guys have been talking about that has been the thorn in the side, or I just can't get it out of my head, something that has been, I guess, lurking in the background, that we talk about it and then it goes away and then it comes back. I feel like I just want to love. I wanted more contentment. And I just want us to feel like we are working in the right direction. Let it go and let it in. Let whatever this is go, and let the love in. Let the love in. The truth always comes out. So if you're worried about something, you just have to ask Spirit to show you the truth. Let me take the lead. That page on the path earlier, with they have this kind of timeline, and they have this kind of, I know where I want to end up. So let them take the lead if that's important to them. If both people want to be included in the decision, but if they want to set the timeline or the pace, for now, maybe we let them do that. Our love story is unfinished. Twin flames do have a tendency to have a long journey. They go through a lot of different things in their lifetime together. Distance is no barrier. Even when I'm not with you, I will feel you. For those of you that this person has pulled away temporarily, I do love you. I do love you. And the answer is yes, they want to be with you. And then I have this, I'm unsure what I want. Now that came into me more as even your feelings at time. When this person pulls away, or this person gives you the cold shoulder, or there isn't the intimacy that you are used to. And it could be you saying, why am I doing this? Why do I keep hanging in there? Why do I tolerate all of these things? It's It's because you love them and they are your twin, and it's really hard to compare to anything else. Help me bring my walls down slowly. Maybe they're trying to get to the point where it is unconditional love, it is contentment, it is security, it is everything that we need it to be. But we've got to get through some other lessons to get there. Okay. We're trying to travel this journey together. We're trying to help each other, is how I feel. So I'm going to say, certainly don't give up on this person. I feel like I just need more time. They need more time. And then that security, that secure feeling will become more and more. Fairy lovers, new love, courtship, romance, and falling in love. Number 46. Now, twin flames fall in love very quickly. And then there's this backing off period. This is whether it's fear or whether it's this all happened too fast or this is all too overwhelming. So if this is a new twin flame connection, that could be what's going on too. That sense of I feel unsure of what's going on because it is really hard to define. Dragon's pet. Communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, and guardians. Communication, right? Verbal communication, nonverbal communication, how this person treats you, what their actions are. Communication is key. And one thing that we know about twins is that you literally can read each other's minds. You can feel each other, you sense each other. So it is magical when we're so connected that your phone's going to ring and it's them. But we've got to tap into that as a strength, that our communication is our strength. We've got to put that first. The number 30, far, far away, creative daydreaming. Maybe you're thinking about this person, they're thinking about this person. Maybe we're daydreaming about a future. What will the future unfold? It will unfold. I meant to say unfold. It will unfold as we get more, confident in the connection, when we overcome anything from our past, when we feel like this is true love and this isn't going anywhere and it's concrete and everybody is emotionally available and being in this relationship and not pulling back when they get scared. So it's going to move in the direction of things will get better, is how I feel. Things are always going to get better in this connection. I have a Princess of Swords. I have a Three of Wands. Queen of Cups. And I have a Death. So there is something we have to let go of. There's possibly something that could be interfering, like we said earlier, could be a past relationship that still has strings attached somehow to our person. Maybe that's going to end once and for all so that we can have this future together and that we can focus on just each other and this unconditional love. And I feel fulfilled when I'm with you. So maybe we're just literally cutting strings from the past and allowing this connection to be real, to be there. 10, it seems overwhelming. It is overwhelming. I have an Ace of Pentacles. It can be overwhelming, but nothing to be afraid of. 7 of Pentacles. We can build upon something, okay? We have it right in front of us. It's a gift that's been handed to us. The fact that you found each other, the fact that you feel like I'm finally with the person that I'm meant to be with. You might not understand it. You might not be able to compare it to anything else in your life, but it is real and it's intense. And you're both very, very similar. So sometimes there's friction there, but I want you to just accept it as a gift. I'm glad this twin came into my life. The challenges we will overcome, and we're just going to get to know each other, and we're going to work through whatever the challenges are right now. I pray about us all the time. Okay, to be together, maybe. You intimidate me. You're very similar. Okay, it could become very intense with conversations. It goes very deep. We end up being very vulnerable with each other. I can't picture my life without you. So that always tells me that they're in it for the long run. Like now that I found you, I can't, even with whatever we're going through, I just can't imagine you not being in my life because it's just made such a significant difference in my life. I belong to only you. I almost feel like this is what they're trying to prove to you. Maybe they are trying to say to you over and over again, there's no one else. There's no one else I want to be with. I'm not interested in that person. They reach out to me. I don't reach out to them. I've told them over and over again not to call me. Like there could be this confirmation of them constantly letting you know that you really are the only one. All right. You caught me and I don't know how to act. Maybe I don't know what you caught them doing, but talking on the phone to somebody else, texting somebody else, something, and maybe there's nothing truly going on, but it triggered you or upset you. And then the boundaries had to come in. I don't want you talking to this person. I don't want you having, things going on behind my back. I need to know, right? I feel we are fated to be together. I love that. I love fated. I love you belong to me. Just this feeling of we're meant to be together, right? I belong to you only. Sometimes you just feel that way. The thought of being with somebody else is gross. You just don't want to be with anybody else. You just can't even imagine being with anybody else. And this is the person that you want to be together. And you really do feel like Spirit brought you together. So I'm in agreement with that. I love everything about you. So whatever challenges are on your plate with this twin flame, you guys are going to get through it. All right. Just keep loving each other. Work on the boundaries if that's important. Be honest with that communication. Be open. There's a you and a me and a forever. So they're thinking about a forever. I love everything about you, right? I love everything about you. And there's a you and a me forever. So that's nice too. It's the sense of, I'm sorry I pull away. I'm sorry that I need my space. I'm sorry that I can't always be there for you. I've got other stuff that I've got to work on. Twins are going and they're saying, I'm not going anywhere. So whenever we get that sense of, is this what I want, or is this going to change? This person really does want to be in this connection. So maybe they're just taking their time to be, at whatever pace they want to go at. But they really do want to be in this connection. They want to stay in this connection. So Spirit's going to give you guys the strength to keep, getting through whatever challenges you have. So keep loving each other, keep being there for each other, and enjoy the fact that you found your twin, because it is such a special connection, such a beautiful, intense, deep, loving soul connection. So I want you to continue to appreciate it. How wonderful. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always, my Aquarius, for your love and support. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.